What's up, team? Welcome back to another great workout. I hope that you guys are ready because today we are going to go directly into one of my personal favorites. Welcome to the shred down. Oh yeah, you guys know this is going to be a good one, right? So here's what you're going to expect to see from today's workout. You're going to see 2 blocks of work. Inside of each block, we have 5 different exercises. And each exercise will last for exactly 50 seconds, 50, with a 10-second transition from one exercise directly to the next. Now here's how each block kind of lays out. We're gonna start with all 5 exercises. As we go through each round, you're gonna see we're removing one exercise from our lineup. So we'll start with 5, but we're gonna end up with 1. By the time we are finished with our first block of work, we're gonna have a small recovery. We're gonna make our way into our second block of work. Now we're gonna repeat the whole process all over again until we come from 5 exercises down to 1. Now if it seems confusing, no worries. Of course, I will explain it as we start to go. Know that it's gonna take us about 40 minutes to get through both blocks of work, but if you're only doing one block today, then it's gonna be about 20 minutes. For class, all you simply need to have is a clear area to move, as well as 2 pairs of dumbbells. First pair of dumbbells should be heavy, something you feel comfortable squatting with for at least about a minute. And your second pair should be moderate, something that you feel comfortable pressing above your head or at least doing a fly for at least about a minute. Now, of course, in today's workout, we will have a cardio element, which means a couple times I may ask you to jump or propel, but as usual, if you feel like you'd like to keep it down to the floor, I can show those modifications or feel free to add them in when you feel like it's going to be appropriate for you. Now, as always, I always recommend watching all the way through so that way you know exactly what's coming before it actually happens. That way, there's no surprises. You can feel very, very secure and ready to go with each one of the movements. Also, I always recommend making sure to check in with your physician or doctor or medical professional before you start this particular workout or any of the workouts, because you want to make sure that you are happy and healthy and these exercises are going to be appropriate for you. All right, guys, I've talked enough about it. Let's actually get into today's workout. I'll see you on the mat. All right, guys, let's go and get started. We're gonna start on our mat. We're gonna simply warm up this body. Give me some rotation side to side, looks a bit like this. You start to rotate and pivot the heel as you start to twist. Now I'm looking for the belly button to be facing towards the sides of the room. Give me 4 more here. 3 more. Last 2. Let's hold back to center, basic hip openers. We're gonna alternate between right side, left side, pulling the knee in towards the heart, kind of opening up the hips here. Let's go for just a few more. Maybe 2 more. 1 more on each side. Join me in a squat right here. Let's bend the knees, lift up nice and tall. Now we're pressing our hips back behind us. The heels should be flat to the floor. 4 more. 1, 2. Now we're simply going to add on to this. As you stand, give me my hip opener. Looks like this. Squat, open up the hip. Think exhale as you start to pull the knee in towards the heart. Inhale as you squat low. Go for 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last one. Squat overhead reach. We squat, hands go above your head. Now as you reach up high to the ceiling, I want you to press your hip bones towards me, thumbs to the back of the room. 4 more. 3 more. 2, last one. Hold it, top, hands behind the head, hinge forward, then come back to start position. Again, hinge forward, then back to the start. You keep going, just take a look to the front. Notice I'm gonna keep the natural curve of my spine. Let's hold it here, reach down for the toes. Reach one hand up, one hand down. Switch over to the other side. One hand up, one hand down. So we're getting some rotation within our T-spine. Back to center one more time, other side. Now hold it here, bend the knees, place the hands down to the floor. Walk both your feet behind you, come into a plank. Hold your plank, lift your tail to the ceiling, downward dog, downward dog. Shift to plank. Again, downward dog, shift to plank. As you press your hips up, you should feel a stretch behind the leg. One more time. Let's hold it here, press the heels into the floor, alternate between right and left, pushing the heels into the floor, opening the hamstrings. 2 more. Hold it here, step 1 foot forward, hand reaches up high to the ceiling, down to the floor, then step it back, downward dog, other side. Step it forward, rotate, reach, Hand to the floor, press it back. One more time, other side. Step it forwards. Rotate, reach. Step forward, push your hand down. Step it back, other side. Step it forward. Rotate, reach. Hand to the floor. Press back, downward dog. Now press the knees down to the floor. Give yourself a big inhale, round the back. Exhale, lengthen the spine. Do it again, around the back. Exhale, lengthen the spine. Okay, this is gonna take us into our first exercise. First exercise is gonna be about the core. We're gonna come into a full plank position. We're gonna walk down to elbows, then walk back to hands. We'll put 50 seconds on the clock. Let's begin in 3, 2, and 1. Elbows come down towards the floor. Then walk it back up high. Do the same thing, but alternate switching the lead elbow that comes down towards the floor. Walk it back up. Slowly bring it right back down. Now, our very first exercise is all about core engagement. So feel free to pull the belly button closer and towards your spine. Exhale to come back up to the top end. Drop it back down to elbows. Walk it right back up to hands. Maybe about 15 seconds here. As soon as we finish these 15 seconds, we're gonna find ourselves onto our feet. We're gonna come to your first set of lower body strength, which means we will need our heavy bells. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Okay, go ahead and find yourself. Standing position, grab onto your dumbbells. Heavy bells, we squat, clean, then we take a quarter turn lunge. Here we go. Squat to the shoulders, quarter turn, do that again. Squat to the shoulders, quarter turn. Now when I squat, my feet are outside shoulder distance. I'm reaching the bells down towards the floor. When I stand, I quickly snap the bells to my shoulders. Then I add in that quarter turn lunge. So the feet really don't need to move much here. Lift, quarter turn, back to center, do that again. Down, up, rotate. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We come into our cardio series, guys. On this cardio, you're simply going to cross the knee over, then add a jump into the center. 3, 2, 1. Cross, jump, cross, jump. So, you're taking the opposite elbow to the opposite knee by pulling the knee in, then adding a jump above your head, reaching high to the ceiling. Now, legs are already active because we just got finished doing that squat and clean, right? So chances are, legs are feeling a little heavy here. All good. 20 seconds. Keep your form, but can you pick up your pace? Move just a little bit faster. 10 more seconds. We're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab onto your 2 dumbbells. Second set of legs. We're gonna stay in the same side, curtsy to a single leg deadlift. Let's go. Foot comes behind us into a curtsy. We press hips back, come into a deadlift. Do that again. Same leg, crosses behind you. Chances are, breathing's a little heavy because we just got finished doing that cardio. I want you to keep the heart rate and the breath high because that's what's going to help burn those calories right here. 15 more seconds. Option here, you can take it to a balanced deadlift, so be bringing the foot off the floor. We're good in 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. Final exercise, this is number 5 out of 5. We come down, legs wide, reach back, sit up, reach opposite hand to opposite toe. Here we go. Sit up and reach, lay back. Now notice, as I sit up, I reach forward hand towards the toe, back hand towards the back of the room.
option here. Yes? So if we're not able or we're not going to sit all the way up here, this is an option for us. Here's some good news. Is the final time you're gonna see this particular exercise. So it's opportunity to really kind of crush it, right? Exhale, reach, up we go, 10 seconds. We're gonna have a 1 minute recovery in 3, 2, 1, and recover. Well done, team. Okay, 1 minute to recover. We're gonna go back to the top of our list. Now, we are also removing one exercise from our lineup, which means we're now gonna have 4 exercises that we're working through. All right, so our work time becomes a little bit less, so we can continue moving. That's what's gonna help get us all the way to the finish line. When we start, we finished. Now, round 2, all exercises look exactly the same. Again, we're just simply removing that last exercise from our lineup. We have about 20 seconds before we get started. First one is our plank up and then back down. So right now, let's go ahead and find ourselves into the right position. Palms are gonna come down to the floor. Shoulders are back. Belly button in towards your spine. We begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank. Walk it down to elbows. Walk it back up to hands. Hold. Now notice, I'm gonna keep my head in line with my tail. Tail slightly tucked. Hands are positioned underneath the shoulders. Options here if you need it. Feel free to come down to knees, working your way high, then back low. So we can modify any of these exercises depending on our need. If you are struggle busting, you always have the opportunity to come down to those knees. Or if you're just looking to more perfect the movement, that is an option for you. 4, 3, 2, 1, recover. Grab onto your dumbbells. Wide squat, quarter turn. All right, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm coming a little further away just so you guys can actually see here. Quarter turn, back to center. Drop, pull. Quarter turn, back to center. Notice how I keep the heel up on that quarter turn lunge. So we've actually seen this movement before in our warm-up. When we started with those rotations, that was us prepping the body for this rotation. Drop, pull, quarter turn. Bring back to center. 15 more seconds, come on. Come on, we're almost there. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, that's time for one more. 1, release those bells. Okay, cross, jump into the center, squat jump. We're gonna begin in 3, 2, 1. Crossover, jump, crossover, jump. So let's say today I decided I'm not gonna take in the jump. Here's the option. So you don't necessarily have to add in the jump if you don't want to. But if you're feeling pretty frisky today and you're ready to add that challenge, it's always available for you. Now that we know the movement, can we pick up the pace ever so slightly? Give it a try. You have 15 more seconds. Ha. Number 4, last in our lineup, coming in less than 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, rest. Woo. Okay, we're about to go into that curtsy. This time, we switch the leg. Ready, set, let's go. Curtsy, I keep the toe down, heel up. I'm gonna do some alternatives so you can see this. Curtsy, right to that deadlift. Now I call it a single leg or a kickstand deadlift because most of the work is happening from the leg that is not heeled up. If you're ready for a little bit more of a challenge, you can always take the single leg option, yeah? Less than 20 seconds. Let's get those last few repetitions in. Remember, we do have a minute recovery coming in next. We're good. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done, everybody. Water if you need it. In fact, I suggest you take some. So, here's some good news. We are now done with 4 out of 5. The remainder of our workout, as far as block number 1 is concerned. We have core, legs, cardio, rest. Yeah? Okay. So, water down. Let's make our way back down to the floor. Just so you guys can see a different view here, I'm gonna turn myself around. But exercise mechanics look pretty much exactly the same here. High-low for our plank. Let's go ahead and make our way down to the floor. We begin in about 10 seconds, so if you're not in your ready position, I want you to come with me right here. We're gonna start at a high plank. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Drop low, walk it up. Now notice I'm gonna take my time and take a small pause at each one of these body positions. So I don't necessarily want you to run through it. I want you to really feel each muscle have its moment here. Less than 30 seconds remain. As a quick reminder, you can always come down to knees. If you do come down to knees, be careful of lifting the hips too high. Your head and your hips should still be in alignment, so keeping the natural curve of your spine. Less than 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, rest. Grab onto your dumbbells. Squat, clean, rotation. Ready? Let's go. Drop, pull, rotate. Now here's the deal. At any moment, you can lose these dumbbells and still be very successful. You just simply give me a squat, a rotation into a lunge. Again, the good news is, truly, there's no judgment here, right? You just need to do what you need to do to get through. My only question here, my real ask of you really, is can you finish what you started? If you have less than 15 seconds, we can get them more in there. Come on. Down and up. 10 seconds. Last one. Let's make it happen. 3, 2, and 1. Bells down. Okay. Knee strike. Pencil jump into the center. We begin in 3, 2, 1. Cross. Jump. Jump. So, adding in this cross actually does add in a little bit of core work into our cardio. We're working on obliques, lots of rotation in today's workout. I like to add rotation because truly in our everyday lives, we really don't get enough of it, right? So when I can sprinkle some in, guys, just know it's gonna happen. Less than 15 seconds. Come on. 10 seconds. We're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Woo. Okay, we made our way into your next round. Only 2 exercises we're gonna work through this time. Just 2. Right now, heart rate's probably still high. So I'm gonna show you an option as to what it looks like when we come into that squat, clean, and rotation if we only use 1 dumbbell. So there is options here. As I said at the top of today's class, options are great. I highly recommend them. So let's take those options if you need them, right? The options can always come from an up level or down level. Okay, 20 seconds before we get started. I'm gonna grab myself a fast drink of water. Let's start with our plank series. We go from low to high. We're gonna put 50 seconds on the clock. Hands to the floor, shoulders back. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Drop it down. Walk it back up. Other side. Drop it down. Walk it right back up. Hold that plank. Give it a moment. Hold. Walk it up. Now be careful of walking your hands too far forward. You want to make sure that your wrists are located underneath your shoulders. A great way to sort of modify this is by simply shifting your weight forward. Most of the time we're too far back. Hands are too far forward. It puts a lot of stress onto the shoulders when the work really should be in your core. Less than 10 seconds. We're there in 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Okay, last time for the squat and rotation. I'm gonna show you with one bell. Feet wide, let's go. Drop, pull, rotation. So, same exercise, I just moved it into a different lens, right? Feel free to take it, or you can use both bells. Again, this is all about you finding success here. The good news is, you can go as slow or as fast as you like. We all get the same amount of time. As you become stronger with this workout, you can always repeat it and then start to pick up your pace, right? The more repetitions, the better, but quality will always be better than quantity. 3, 2, 1, rest. Team, welcome to the end of block number 1. How you feeling? Pretty good? Are you excited? I'm excited for you because you guys have been killing it so far on this first block, which means I can only imagine the magic that's gonna happen in our second block as well. Okay, before we can even mention, I already mentioned it, but before we can move into our second block, we have to finish this first one. So let's finish it off. Our exercise is just the simple plank. Walk up, walk back down, all right? Let's make our way down to the floor. Knees are low. We're gonna start high, walk down, walk right back up. Go ahead, place the hands to the floor. Longer recovery as soon as we finish these next 50 seconds. We're gonna begin in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Walk down. Walk it up. Hold. Take it down. Then right back up. Hold. Elbows, elbows. Hands, hands. Remember, work should be centered into the middle of your core. Get down. Now here's the deal. We've actually seen this exercise the most out of all of them, which means at this point you should feel like you've mastered the movement. 15 seconds. Our core has gotten a lot of work here. 10 seconds. Walk it up. We're good in 4, 3, 2, and rest. Great job, everybody. Put your hands together. Absolutely phenomenal work. Way to crush today's workout. Here's the deal. You never want to finish any workout with your heart rate above 100 beats per minute. So take a moment, walk it out. Place one hand on top of your heart, the other hand on top of your navel. We're gonna do what I call your victory lap. So I want you to literally walk for me. Walk around your workout station. Breathe large inhales from the nose and deep exhales from the mouth. When it feels like you have regained control of your breathing, come back into the center. Give me some alternating hip openers, right side to left side, pulling the knee in towards the heart. 2 more. 1 more on each side. We're gonna hold the center, so we're gonna pull one knee in, lay slightly back. Hey, thank you once again for coming in for today's workout. Absolutely phenomenal work. If you watched today on social media, Instagram, YouTube, any of those places, I invite you to please join us over to the Patreon page. The Patreon page, you're gonna get the full workout. And for those of us who did the full workout, thank you so much for being a Patreon. I really appreciate it. Walk your feet nice and wide. I'm gonna try to continue to push out these content for you guys. Know that it's gonna be at least about a month or so for every single one of these, but every single time, you always have the opportunity to sort of come at it with a new lens and a little fresher. The great news is also on top of that Patreon page are lots of workouts. I've actually posted almost a year's worth, a little bit over a year's worth of stuff. So if today's workout, you've liked it, know that we have lots of different options as far as both this particular type of workout, our shred down, as well as some of the other really fun favorite workouts I have on the Patreon page, rotation side to side. Come back to center, shake out the wrist for me, and take them, crisscross them. Hey, thank you once again for coming in. Of course, I would love to hear back from you, so I'm inviting you to please take this challenge. Take a nice little sweaty selfie of yourself. Give it back, and I want you to push it out to the world, guys. I want to see it, so feel free to tag me in your post-workout sweaty selfies. Feel free to share today's workout. Would love to hear back from you. Feel free to reach out to me if you guys have any questions or comments. All right, I gotta let you go. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll see you next time.